This is the example video for product of powers. So looking at number 1, I'll start with my numbers. So I've got a 2 right here, and I've got an imaginary 1 right there. So 2 times 1, I know is 2. So I'll box that because I know that'll be part of my final answer. And I've got v to the 4th times v cubed. I know I can simplify that by using the product of powers property, which says that all we need to do is add our powers together. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So final solution will end up being 2v to the 7th. Pause the video if you need more time. Next one, we have 4v cubed times 2v to the 4th. So first I'll start by multiplying my two numbers. So 4 times 2 is 8. And that will be part of my solution. And then I've got v cubed times v to the 4th, which is just about identical to what we just did. So we'll add the 3 and the 4 together. And we know that 3 plus 4 is 7. So our final solution will be 8v to the 7th. I'm moving on to the next one. Number 3, we've got xy squared times 4x cubed y to the 4th. So I've got an imaginary 1 here. Okay, we assume there's a 1 when it appears that there's no number. So we've got 1 times 4. So 1 times 4 will be 4. So that'll be part of my solution. For my x's, I've got just an x on the left side, so x to the first power, and I've got 3 x's on the right side. So we'll add those powers together. And we get 1 plus 3, which is 4. Okay, now we need to take care of our y's. So we have 2 y's on the left side and 4 y's on the right side. So to simplify this, we'll use the product of powers property. So we will add the 2 and the 4 together. We end up getting y to the 6th. So our final solution will be 4x to the 4th y to the 6th. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, we have xy squared times 4x to the 4th y squared. So I'll do my numbers first, same as last time. 1 times 4, which is 4. I'll do my x's. So I've got an x on the left side, so 1x, times x to the 4th on the right side. So I'll add those two powers together. And 1 plus 4 is 5. Now let's take care of the y's. So we've got y squared, or y to the 2nd power on the left side, and the same on the right side. So when we multiply these two together, we get y to the 2 plus 2, which is 4. Okay, so this simplified ends up being 4x to the 5th y to the 4th. Okay, taking a look at this one, we've got 4y to the 4th z cubed times 2z cubed. So I'll take care of my numbers first. So I've got a 4 and a 2. I know 4 times 2 is 8. When I take care of my z's, I've got z cubed on the left side and z cubed on the right side. So I can add those powers together. And 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay, so done with my numbers, done with my z's, and then I've got this lonely y to the 4th. Okay, so since that is the only term that has a base of y, I know I don't need to multiply it by anything. So y to the 4th will also be a part of my final answer. So we get 8 y to the 4th z to the 6th. Okay. All right, last one. So I'll start with my numbers. So I've got 4 and 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. Now I'll move on to my y's. So I've got y to the 4th and y to the 4th. So when those are multiplied together, we are just adding the exponents, or the powers. So 4 plus 4 is 8, so I know y to the 8th will be a part of my final answer. Move on to my z's, so I have z cubed, or z to the 3rd power, times z squared, also known as z to the 2nd power. So to simplify that, I will add the 3 and the 2 together. And 3 plus 2, of course, is 5, the last time I checked. Okay? So just crossing things off here, we're done with our numbers, we're done with our y's, we're done with our z's, and we are left with this lonely x to the 4th. So because that x to the 4th is the only term that has a base of x, we know x to the 4th will also be a part of our final answer. So final solution, simplified, is 16 x to the 4th, y to the 8th, z to the 5th. At this time, I would move on to the practice for product of powers.